Hi, today we will talk about the shining silver. As we close out December 2025, the global financial map has been rewritten by a single element: silver. For the first time in history, spot silver has shattered the $75 per ounce ceiling, briefly touching an all-time high of $79.70. This represents a staggering 175% return in a single year. While gold has reached its own records, it is silver, the metal of both ancient wealth and future technology, that is now the best performing asset on Earth. Today, we examine the global silver squeeze of 2025, the structural deficit shaking industries from Silicon Valley to Shenzhen, and what this means for the average person. Why is the world suddenly obsessed with silver? It isn't just about jewelry or coins anymore. In 2025, silver transitioned from a precious metal to a critical industrial fuel. First, let's talk about the green energy transition. Silver is the most conductive element on the periodic table. As global solar installations hit a record 1 terawatt capacity this year, the photovoltaic industry consumed over 230 million ounces of silver. In simple terms, there is no net zero future without this metal. Second, the automotive revolution. An electric vehicle uses nearly double the silver of a traditional car for its battery management systems and autonomous sensors. With global EV sales reaching new highs in 2025, the automotive sector's demand for silver has grown by over 20%. Finally, the AI explosion. The massive data centers powering our modern world rely on silver-coated switches and high-speed connectors to maintain efficiency. Industrial demand now makes up nearly 60% of global consumption. We aren't just hoarding silver in vaults, we are literally burning it into our infrastructure. This is why analysts call this a structural supercycle. The demand is non-negotiable. While demand is soaring, the global supply of silver is in a state of crisis. In 2025, the world faced its fifth consecutive year of a structural deficit, with the gap between supply and demand widening to over 200 million ounces. The fundamental problem? Inelastic supply. 70% of the world's silver is produced as a byproduct of mining copper and zinc. You cannot simply open a silver mine overnight. Furthermore, the average ore grade has dropped by 30% in the last decade. Let's analyze this market through a global SWOT analysis. Strengths. Silver is a dual-purpose asset. It acts as a safe haven hedge against inflation and is technologically irreplaceable. Weaknesses. It is notoriously volatile. In 2025, we saw backwardation where the spot price for immediate delivery exceeded future price, indicating extreme physical scarcity. Opportunities. The China export ban. Effective January 1st, 2026, China, major global supplier, will restrict silver exports. This is expected to trigger a massive supply squeeze in Western markets. Additionally, the gold to silver ratio, which was 80-1, has dropped to 68-1, suggesting silver still has room to catch up to gold's valuation. Threats. Substitution risks. If silver stays above $80, industries may sacrifice efficiency to use copper alternatives. Furthermore, a global recession could dampen the industrial demand that keeps this rally alive. What does a $79 silver price mean for the average person? The impact is felt in two distinct ways: your expenses and your investments. On the consumer side, the cost of technology is rising. Manufacturers of high-end smartphones, laptops, and electric vehicles are now facing multi-billion-dollar increases in raw material costs. In 2025, we've seen a hidden inflation where electronics prices have increased globally by 7 to 10%, driven largely by the silver and copper boom. In the retail sector, the traditional silver jewelry market is transforming. In Europe and the Americas, consumers are moving away from solid silver toward higher-end branded silver jewelry as a status symbol, while in Asia, middle-class families are being priced out of physical silver gifts for weddings and festivals. However, for the retail investor, 2025 has been a year of wealth democratization. Because gold has exceeded $4,500 an ounce, it is no longer accessible to the average saver. Consequently, we've seen record inflows into silver ETFs. Millions of people are now using paper silver or digital bullion as their primary savings vehicle. As we look toward 2026, the question is no longer if silver will rise, but where the new floor will be. With China's export restrictions looming and the AI revolution accelerating, some experts predict a move toward $100 per ounce. Silver has officially stepped out of gold's shadow, becoming the metal that defines our decade. This is all for today. See you soon. Take care.